Where are we going?
Going to see Hidden Figures.
To the movies.
And then where are we going tomorrow?
NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory.
Learn about space.
Yes.
And women. And women of color being badass. Yes! Hi, my name is Josie, and this is my showsy. I'm not NASA touring today, and I'm trying not to cry about it because I woke up at about 4 and started, this might be an overshare, throwing up blood because I have the most sensitive stomach. Autistic people, y'all hear me. You know what it's like to have a terrible stomach. And you guys also probably have had gastros be like, you just have like IBS, or you just have whatever, or you just got a weird stomach, which is basically like your body's just weird, we don't know what to do. And it happens a lot. And I mean, not the throwing up blood, but just being sick. Like, I swear I have a food allergy to everything at this point. Like, I don't know what I can eat that doesn't make me sick, except like the land has chicken, and I don't even really like to eat meat anymore. I'm trying to cut it out of my diet. So it's really frustrating. And yeah, so I started throwing up like bright, like as red as my nightshirt. And there was also dark blood in there. So something I ate, my acid reflux, I have like the worst acid reflux, I have to take medication for it, got really bad or triggered yesterday, and at some point when I was sleeping, I irritated something really bad. I don't know if I have an ulcer, but like right here in my esophagus, it's like really weird. It feels like something stuck there. So yeah, no NASA for me, because I'm hurling, and yeah, if it doesn't get better, I'm gonna probably have Jackie take me to the emergency room tonight. So rocking is one of my stims. I get really embarrassed by it, so it's actually kind of rare for me to show video of it, so don't make fun of me. But rocking is something that I used to cope. I do it when I hear music. I just start doing it. But a lot of times when I'm overwhelmed, I will rock to help calm myself down. So I couldn't end up going to the NASA tour or the Jet Propulsion Laboratory tour. So what did you do?
I took video for you.
So this is Jackie's footage of the tour and some of the stuff that stood out to me.
It's a little lower than your usual perspective.
Oh, shut up.
Begins with Mercury, the planet closest to the Sun.
4 billion years ago, the planet Mercury was struck by a 62-mile-wide asteroid.
As this blue world comes into view, it is apparent that this is an entirely different kind of place.
Flooding, drought, all sorts of great things. It's our job here at NASA to gather all this information about planet Earth and then to give it to you, the people, and the powers that be. It's up to us to do something about it. Back here in the corner, we've got
This building was actually built in response to Kennedy's challenge to put a man on the moon. So this is a National Historic Landmark. Now the DSN is a system of 13 antennas placed at 3 different sites around the world. So we have, oh, this is still not working. We have one site here in California out at Goldstone. That is in the desert near Barstow at a place called Fort Irwin. We have another site near Madrid, Spain, and then a third location near Canberra, Australia. The reason why we have these sites placed the way they do is if you were to see them on the map, you would notice that they are roughly equidistant around the world, approximately 120 degrees on longitude, because in order mission. Basically, we had to prove that we could get to the moon. The idea was to attach a camera to a rocket and smash it into the moon, taking pictures along the way. We called it the Ranger mission. Unfortunately, JPL failed at its objectives the first 6 times it attempted to do this. A couple times we had launch failures, a couple times we missed the moon entirely, if you can imagine that. Ranger 6 was actually, looked pretty good, except that the camera, upon launch, turned on randomly and then turned off, and it never turned on again. The telemetry looked great, pretty sure it made it, but they didn't have any proof, and that was the whole point of the mission. So at this point, they were really hoping that Ranger 7 would go well because they were worried about losing their funding. And it did, thankfully it did. So after the fact, they're going over the data, trying to figure out, what did they do differently between Ranger 6 and Ranger 7. It was the same team, same hardware, same programming. Initially, they couldn't find anything different. However, one thing that they did detect was that the mission trajectory engineer on the day for Ranger 7 brought in a package of peanuts and was sharing it with the other engineers in the room. So we have our lucky peanuts. We are scientists and engineers. We are not superstitious people. We have a prevailing tradition here at JPL that at every launch, landing, orbit insertion, they always have lucky peanuts on hand, just in case.
We should all disappear right now. Look, you're getting all your friends and you're getting in the car and you're coming to the house, so we clear right now, You see the fleet, all the new things. Cop cars with the loose change.
Tucking in early because my stomach, esophagus, whatever, it's all killing me. I'm like, bleh. I forgot to mention that I have it's called like hiatal hernia or something. So part of my stomach goes up past my diaphragm. And I think that's honestly what's bothering me, is that I ate shit I wasn't supposed to. I had really bad acid reflux and it sat there in that little pocket. And yeah. And I have to heal and stop eating spicy shit and peppers and stuff like that that I shouldn't be eating. And killing my poor stomach. But I hope you guys are all doing good and things are going okay for you guys and your health is good. You're not eating the shit you're not supposed to and feeling terrible. 2017 has been kind of scary so far, and it's kind of a bleak future, but we just have to remember to live with love, to take the higher road, to be a better person. Sometimes we want to stoop to low levels because other people are doing it. Sometimes we want to talk shit or be negative, and it's hard. We all have our dark days and where nothing's going right and no one seems to really be our friend and everything's against you. But you have to remember, you're stronger than those thoughts, and you've overcome a lot in the past, so there's no telling what crazy things you can overcome now. You got this. Hang in there.